Whoa, greetings. Alright, thank you for joining us. This is brought to you by Fifth Dimension, Sunday night. Greetings. Tonight's broadcast is about, of course it's a little bit late, about, was it space debris or something like that was floating in space, the alien probe somewhere talking about, has this weird name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever. I don't even want to attempt to pronounce it, but I believe it's. I don't know where it's at. I believe it's pretty far from us, but NASA did say it was. I believe it said somewhere about being an alien something asteroid. I didn't really look at it that deeply, so as usual. But either way, I put into the title for whatever reason, make some people happy with it to explore. But yeah, I'm actually feeling a lot more Sirian energies here tonight. So we'll connect to the Sirians and their civilization, and possibly they'll bring up the subject matter on today's title. But they're going to go into most likely multiple directions, so I feel like more of the Sirians are around. I felt the Palladians were around yesterday, at least during the day, but right now I feel more of Sirian vibrations, so something's up. That's all I know. I'm about to sneeze. 1 moment. So yep. Yeah, sure enough, I was burning some stuff, and I guess it's still burning, that's why. So, sorry about that. I think we're on a new, okay. For those who are new to all of this, this is I'mTone.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. This is the scheduler. We have Learn How to Channel. We have other channel. Google has done channeling by phone. It's all recorded if you like to. If all is working, Skype is a little bit questionable sometimes. I have a 7-day delivery right now for the question. Same situation here. Spirit Social. I have other channels and healers I do recommend. We have the social network. Thank you for those that are posting. Much appreciated. We have the rabbit. And this is why I went here so quickly. I forget where I put everything. Where is it? Is it even here? Oh, here it is. Channel text. It's at the bottom. So maybe I'll put it at the top, put the radio show at the bottom, because the radio stuff I'm not. How many people are contacting the radio for details or anything? You can if you want, but I'm not getting a whole lot of. Anyway. With the channel text, I just posted a bunch of different. I posted some stuff on Facebook, but I didn't post everything. So we have gorillas, gnomes, rhinos, alien species, introduction. I think that's it. Yeah. So I have a couple of other ones I'm still working on. So if you're interested, in finding it, apparently it's not easy to find. You have to click down here. I had to put it somewhere. I'll probably put it, it gets kind of crowded at the top. We'll see. Might be best just, well, we'll see. So all this is going to go into a book over time. That's the idea. I'm connecting to pig aliens and I think the bats. I'm going to connect to the mice. And we're slowly evolving into connected to one that's coming about religion, Anunnaki, connected to religion, and just not good stuff. At least, well, basically, I received, at least to the Catholics, there's a lot of Anunnaki, dark Anunnaki energy there, obviously. And so when you're a priest or a bishop channeling those energies, they don't realize what their belief systems are channeling that vibration. They're also channeling the darker, the sinister side, which goes to children, which goes to, because a lot of the Dark Anunnaki are into that stuff. They just are, and it's, you know, it bleeds into the priests and stuff like that. Because the Dark Anunnaki feel like they can bring power over this, and that was their own species. They do this, but they're okay. They're not as fucked up as we are. So what I felt also, like the felines put a guard within us to kind of not make that normal for us, from what it seems like. So, you know, morality, however you want to work it. Because with the Anunnaki, it feels like they can marry your brother or your sister and have a child, everything's a-okay, DNA-wise. With us, it doesn't work out so well. It comes out not so pretty as you see with the elites. So, that's what is coming soon. Maybe this week, possibly. So yeah, it makes, when you think about it, it makes sense. Of course, connected to Anunnaki in any scripture is very rare, or not even in existence. But the Dark Illuminati are definitely, obviously, connected to religion, because that keeps you in this reality with fears and all that. So when you clear out all the fears, clear out all those belief systems, and just become more open, you know, that's the last thing they want. And many souls here, yes, are going to be trapped within that. Yeah, those are connected to like hardcore religions. Doesn't have to be just Catholic, it can be all different kinds. They're the ones that are going to have a hard time ascending, or not ascend at all. And no matter how many hundreds of years go by, those are ones that are going to be the hardcore, no thank you. So they're going to see as aliens as evil, and you're going to see anything that's beyond the religious text as just not good stuff. So those that aren't going to ascend is going to be mostly through those energies, basically, most likely. Could be Mormons, could be Scientologists, whatever it might be, religious overtone. Let's say all of them will be, but hardcore is going to have difficulties with that. Yeah, I got my Jack Daniels here. Got my reading for the week. Gotta help us get that out of there. Yeah, I'm going to be working, maybe, I don't know, I'm putting all these channel texts are going to go into a book. It's always going to be available for free. I'm just diving into it a lot deeper. So there'll be different volumes. So this will be volume 1, and then whatever new information comes to. And I have one that's going to be a totally different title. So this one's going to come out, and then there's going to be more, one that's going to be about the fifth. This one's going to be a gateway to the fifth dimension. So the other one's going to be more about fifth dimensional thinking. That's really out there. I don't know how long that's going to be, but it might be very, very short, but maybe not. It's going to go into other Arcturians and fifth dimensional energies. Of course, this is gateway to the fifth dimension. So this is like the beginning guide, but the other book I have in mind is going to be not volume 2. It's going to be a little bit different. That might have its own volume series too, we'll see. So it's all channel text. Take it or leave it. It's weird, it's bizarre, going to the pigs. Party animals, just party, just, you want to take our DNA and slap it on a human, go right ahead, we don't care. We're just here to conquer and party, basically. Of course, there are others that are not too much in party, but most of them, a good port. Now, yeah, just take the human and put a pig nose on, and you got yourself a pig person. Also, and they probably do have pig-like feet, not like ours. And maybe not so many fingers. They didn't really show me the whole detail. It's not that important, but yeah, pigs in space is very much real. I had a thought, it just zoomed out of my mind. What was it? It's something to do with either way, they're oh yeah, this is why. Yeah, controversial, maybe. what I saw, you hear about the variants creating the human. Well, what I picked up on, I saw the pigs creating their own human, and never knowing anything about what the felines were doing. Now, the feline human is mostly the mainstream human, at least as far as we know. I haven't gone further into it, but at least in the Pleiades, the Sirius, and other, maybe Alpha Centauri. I don't get 100% on that, but of course, you have variations on the human made by the variants. But what I received is that the pigs and the apes got together and created their own human. And think about an ape with a pig's head and stuff like that. But no, it went into like a human form similar to us, because they do have pig-like civilizations. I know people are going to have difficulty accepting that. That's why you have comics, so you have stuff like that just to get used to all this. It just basically just open your mind. There's most likely other human variation. We hear about the weird creating human, but they worked on us. Doesn't mean that they're really big on other places. Far from it. So there are variations of different types of human. We are not the only kids in town, obviously. But the felines, it's just, they definitely affect, Now, what I also received, I didn't put this in the text yet, but I haven't got there yet. But we have some of their karma too. So it's another reason why our world is the way it is. That has a lot to do with the cat making some major mistakes. You can say with humans here in the beginning, it's like, we're not gonna put reptilians here, we're gonna put humans here instead. And it's like, oh, great, So they went through, it feels like, the felines, we're going through a lot of their karma. So not just theirs, others involved too. A big part is the cause. So it has some repercussions. That's another reason why the world is the way it is. It's just anyone connected to the felines is going to get their ass kicked, and we get our asses kicked all the time. So there's just a lot of different ways of looking at it. Let's put it that way. So either way, I feel like we're dealing with. That's why there's so many cats here. You have the big cats, you have the little cats. They're all over the place as they're protecting us, you can say. So, it's evolved the human, and it has not been easy here for sure. So, alright, enough of that. Alright, the alien probe, or wherever the hell it is, I think it's a sign of the times. Basically, they're kind of testing things out, seeing how we're going to act. I'm surprised NASA acknowledged it at all. Probably because I know other people picked up on it. They have to say something about it. And eventually they covered it up. It's an alien probe. I don't know. I don't sense that. It's kind of like a wave of hello. So it's a sign of things to come. Let's put it that way. Nothing too big of a deal. Don't expect ships landing anytime soon. Don't expect. I don't know if I said this in the last last video. I probably did it like 20 times, but there's I mentioned it here and there. But there's a possibility in Trump's second term. There's a possibility of more of this alien stuff coming out. It might be kind of watered down, but it's like the beginning process of us letting go of old ideas. So there's a possibility of having some. There's just a possibility. Who knows? I feel he's going to win the second term, so whoever they throw out is kind of a waste of time. But Hillary Clinton's going to run and grow an extra head and try to beat everybody. Go right ahead. I think she'll lose. I think he's going to win no matter what. Florida, we had the Democrats were trying to win that. The Republicans won, so I don't have to drink my Jack Daniels. I can finally take it easy. Not to say we're out of the woods yet. We got a far long ways. Of course, California is getting beaten. California is not a good area. Obviously, they're not going to channel all the information about it, because a lot of stuff they gotta be mum about a lot, but yeah. It's not good, that's for sure. So, alright, we're bringing in Sirian beings. The Sirians are here. Talk about their civilization, or talk about something. The collective is here. So, alright, one moment, and here we go. Greetings. Yes, we are from Sirius. We are the collective. We are also speaking for Ashtar Command. You are being assisted, of course. You are, yes, coming from darkness into light. Ever so slowly, basically your mannerisms, your way of life will slowly shift to a new paradigm of thinking. Fourth dimensional thinking would come stronger with you. As you just basically believe in yourselves. Believe more of your third eye, what you are seeing, what you are feeling. What images bring happiness to? What music brings happiness to? Are you creating music in your head? What are the vibrations? What elemental being do you feel close to, like the fairies or the unicorn energies? The fox, the hound. Whatever it is that feels comfortable with you. Is the fantasy worlds, so those worlds feel comfortable. Those are the realities that you are connected to. Some are very connected to the Zetas, some are very connected to the MIB, some are very connected to the felines. You allow those vibrations to come through, you will more see yourself. You feel like, oh, it's just imagination. It is a part of you. Those thoughts are there for a reason. Is, yes, the darkness of the cabal, as you call them, are, yes, masking your world from your full potential. As you allow more of your imaginations to occur, awaken, you will see more of your true self. Thinking freely. How many of you can think freely in your society? Not many, as you see. This alien probe, at least has been mentioned on your planet, is a visitor. An alien visitor. Without giving out their names. So they are physically saying hello, but much more. You can say it's more observing your planet without causing alarm. Let's put it that way. So, yes, your NASA is, I believe, even backtracking on a lot of what they said. They are trying to go as quiet as they can and pretend they never mentioned this. Your California, yes, is going through hell. Many beings do not want California to persist. Realize also, yes, there is a control over your California, but there's also enlightenment there. It changes your world perspective. You see the machine there. The intellectual, the Hollywood machine, even the political machine. So it is in some ways, a dangerous state. This is why they take the beating that they do. It is an alien project there, basically. It is your future, is your California. Your New York is part of it, but it gradually pulls in. Your California is an experiment. Not to say the rest of you are going to go through it. But they, yes, do take a beating, as you see. Change is on the way for your entire planet. California going through this is like a simple sacrifice for what things are to come. You will start to see the world differently, ever so slightly. It is time to make a change on your planet. Complacency is coming to an end. Complacent human third dimension is coming to an end. Basically, you are removing old ideas. Those ideas are sometimes painful for those to let go of, so they get very angry. You don't have to be in this prison mind state. Many have difficulties accepting that and go into a thought of depression or attack those of you that wish to be free to speak your minds. Realize once again, it's not easy to be you on this planet. Because how can you be yourself if you can't speak your mind? You can't share your thoughts constantly. You should be allowed to say whatever is on your mind, even if it is a racist energy. Whatever it might be. Because we are all here to heal each other. To heal the negativity. But if you're holding it in, it makes it worse. The more that you say it, because some that hold it in forever eventually act in violent ways. As you see. If they're allowed to speak freely, we can all heal each other and not have these negative events occur. Speaking is very powerful, as you see. But when speaking no longer works, you can't say what's on your mind. Many go into violence instead, as you see. Reason why many go into violence is sometimes, not always, they feel like no one's listening. So they'll listen to this. Same what goes on with the schools. And on and on. This is why no one can speak freely on your planet. So now you have this constant flow of nowhere, of no ascension at all. Ascending is allowing you to have a conversation in community and grow with each other. When you're always afraid to say anything, you can't go anywhere. So ascension is communication. Now you can communicate on your internet. That is excellent. But the more will occur, and daily conversations have to be healed so you can once again say what's on your mind to anyone. You should be able to go to the grocery store, or of course it's easier to say it with love than with negativity, but at least you are getting out. At least you can say anything. Also, this develops your telepathy too. The more you say what's on your mind, the more you are more active, more alive, you're more wanting to talk. Because some of you, why your telepathy is not fully activated, because you feel like you can't say anything to anyone. If you can't say it verbally, how can you say it mentally? It is, I mean, you do mentally, but it's blocked because many have not allowed that energy to come to. There are many walls around all of you. And to take down those walls of belief systems is not easy. Of course, negative points of view can cause a lot of difficulties. But when many of you are not there to judge and bring love to those thoughts and to heal, to work it out, to find a positive connection, then you have yourself a new earth. So some are saying, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Sometimes you have to say what's on your mind. And when more start to do it, you have an earth change, an earth society awakening. Your world will not be the same ever again. So there are some that are in your world are very radical. They speak a lot about sexuality and thoughts, yes, but then they eventually go quiet because they are silenced. Or they no longer have a life on your planet. You could say JFK was one of those people that wanted to speak his mind, and you saw where that went. Even Lincoln was the same thing. A lot of other presidents are basically they're going to play the role. Either become the villain, some become the hero, but still keep quiet. Your Eisenhower was going to go more public about what was going on, but he did, but not as much as you'd like to. So once again, you make a deal with alien beings that aren't being trustworthy. You make that public. He will heal a lot of the problems that are on your planet right now. But many don't want to hear it, and they're scared, and this and that. So then you end up in a situation of a timeline that's not very kind. So as you learn how to more speak your mind, more energies will start to work out for your world. They become more clear. Of course, saying it with love, yes, is an easier. It makes life easy for everyone, but some aren't always going to do so. But saying when they're on their mind, some do say things that they do have an agenda around it. And it doesn't always mean you have to be a part of those agendas. There are many agendas. And many on your world do say what's on their mind, but they want to feel like they're superior with information too. As you say, they control the narrative of your planet. Not entirely, but many do. So as you go into the awakening vibration, you will see a new earth resurrect itself. As more of us aliens become more connected to you, as we have to trust humans too. We do. But some of us have to still be careful who we connect with. We know where, if we connect to a human, and then they start making it all about them instead of all about everyone else, it makes it very difficult to bring the message out. When it's basically a channel or healer or whoever it might be, makes it more about them than the message and the vibration. The idea is to share this information with others and help society grow. Let go of the old earth. Heal it. The old world needs you and your higher vibrational thinking to transform your planet into a new environment. Where telepathy would be normal, and connecting to alien technologies. You wonder where alien technologies come from. They come from you. As you remove all the blockages, information just comes to you and you don't know where it's coming from. You just want to go invent and create. No questions asked. You just go and do it. This is how it works. No more blockages. Just free flow of ideas. This is how you rebuild your earth. But right now, many are, yes, you are right, you are wrong, this and that, and back and forth, and nobody's perfect, we understand. Realize the more free will of ideas, free ideas to come out of you, the more of your awakening will increase and continue. You have the Sirians, blessings to you, and your arrival into the higher dimensional state. Blessings. Okay. Alright. Much love, everyone. Thank you, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.